Welcome to Pipl Systems, a channel for security professionals where we talk about smart video doorbells and also about enterprise-class access control. Today we are talking about the Ring Doorbell Plus, which is Ring's first battery-powered video doorbell with a field of view from head to toe. If you didn't know about video doorbells, well, here's your chance. It's a rapidly evolving market that enables you to see what's in front of your house or in front of your front door, whether you're sitting in your couch or you may be on vacation or at work. So you only go through the app, you can see if there's someone there, who it is, and if they may be leaving a package at your front door. So here we'll review the Video Doorbell Plus, we'll see if it's a product that is good for you, and we'll see if maybe you want an upgrade in the future. Let's get to it. For the specification of the Video Doorbell Plus, we won't go into too much details into them because they're more or less the same. We'll mostly focus on specific features that make this product unique. For example, I mentioned at the start the new field of view. This is a big selling point for the Ring doorbells because this field of view enables you to be able to see if there's a package on the ground while also looking at the face of the person leaving this package. So you can see if it's an Amazon delivery guy. You can see if it's maybe a family member. So it's easier for you to have a global scene of what's happening in your front door. And for me, I think that's the biggest selling point for the Video Doorbell Plus, because the bigger the better. If you have a small screen, well, it's easier to see if there's something on the right or maybe on the left. Using their new fisheye lens, you're able to see the big picture, you're able to move around with the camera and even zoom in on some aspect that you see on the screen. With their new resolution of 1536p, you get a nice high definition picture, and it's something that I really like about it. But don't be fooled because the lens in there is still digital. So when you zoom in, you will lose some of this resolution. So that was the first feature I wanted to cover with you. Again, I think the field of view is a great upgrade that we received for the Ring doorbells. And now we're gonna look at the night color. Some of you may already know about the night color technology. It's a great technology that we've seen arrive in security cameras that enable with the lens to capture light even through darkness. This means that you can see colors even when there's no lights around you. Now, in this one that they kind of introduced, I was a bit let down. It's not exactly what I expected because you need more lights to be able to capture the colors. So if you wanted to install this for your cottage or maybe a remote place, it's not the ideal product, honestly. You still need lights around your house to be able to really enable their color night technology. So why is it better? Well, the regular doorbells, video doorbells that we have on the market right now use IR technology. That means that you have a black and white picture through your phone. But with the night color technology, you're able to see more details of what's happening on your front door. That means that if a red car comes in front, well, you're able to see that it's red. And there's some more details that you can use for any kind of situation, identifying who's in front of your front door, or even give these details to the police if something's happened. I'm not wishing that on anyone, but it's just more details for you. So it's a good add-on on the video doorbell, but I wish they will improve it in future iteration of this product. The third feature we'll cover is the AI-based motion detections. So this way you're able to receive notification when a person comes in front of your door. So yes, this camera will be able to identify if it's someone in front of your door. So not just a tree that is blown by the wind or a cat running in front of your door. It's also able to recognize packages. So you will be able to draw a little zone and where the packages normally goes. And this way you will also receive a notification if there's a package in front of your house. So again, it's a great tool. So for when you're away, you can notify maybe a family member or a friend to go grab that package where that was left in front of your door because you're in vacation or at work. Finally, another nice feature that was added to the Video Doorbell Plus is the quick replies. So you can actually schedule quick replies so for when you're away or you don't want to answer the door. And honestly, I didn't think I would use that, but because it's kind of a funny feature, right? That You're sitting on your couch, you're drinking something, and then someone rings at the door. You just look through the app, you don't want to answer it, you send a quick reply. But yeah, it can come in handy. So you're in vacation and you want to pretend you're home, for example. Well, you can just say, sorry, we're not interested, or things like that. So you can schedule it from a time to another one. So every time someone rings at the door, they will receive a message that you will have pre-selected. As far as the installation go, honestly, it's really easy to install at your place. I always recommend the assistance of a professional simply because you're using a security product. So you want it to be optimal in the way it works. There's a lens in there, the fisheye lens, so maybe install it too low or too high. So with the help of a security professional, you're able to have the perfect installation for your video doorbell. And now onto the unboxing. What comes in the box of the Video Doorbell Plus? So right here, that's what you have. So a small little thing here. You have the chime if you want to use your Video Doorbell Plus at a different angle. You have the screwdriver. You have the small cable that is using USB-A. And finally here, you have the little screws in an eco-friendly packaging. So if that's something for you, it's pretty good. Congrats to Ring to adopting green support here. And now normally you already have your Video Doorbell Plus in the box, but when you unbox it, well, it's pretty easy to open. So as you know, you have the quick battery release in there to access the battery and to power up the product. You follow the arrow right at the bottom of the device, you claw grip, open, really easy, and you open it up right there. And now it's already up and running, but you have here the click push button, which enables you to remove the battery and charge them if needs be. We're gonna put them back on. You know that the product is running when you have a blue ring appearing in front of the video doorbell. Let me just click that real quick. Okay, you see the blue ring. I think it did flash. It will come back pretty soon. And it will turn in a white circle when it's ready to be enrolled. So now it's loading up, you have the blue ring, and we're gonna go through the enrollment of the device together. So how to enroll your Ring product. You listen to this music, it means it's ready. So you go on the back of the device, you have a QR code, and that's when you use your cell phone to enroll your product. Let's do this right now. So you grab your phone, you open your QR reading app. If you have an iPhone, it's already in there. You go directly in on the QR code there. You can click always allow, you don't really mind. It will open the link. From there, as you can see, I already enrolled my video doorbell. So now you have our studio address right there. You continue to the setups. You choose for which space you want to protect or use the doorbell for. In our case, it's for our office. And then you have a little caution notice that goes for the Ring devices. I really like the way they enroll you on how to use this product. So it's really simple steps of, did you find your screws? Yes, I have found my screws. Then you can continue. And then it explained how to install the battery, which is something we did together. But again, another really easy task to do. Now you need to grab your Wi-Fi password, put it in your device. Once this is done, well, you will be able to use your video doorbell. Again, we did it beforehand, so that's why it's connecting really fast, but
now
don't worry.
To the Ring app.
As you can see, it's already done. And in your case, it will take about 5 minutes. Again, stay near to your device, find your Wi-Fi password, and the job is done. Nothing too complicated there. Now that the setup is successful, you enter into the application. You still follow the small step that they give you. So for example, there's just a few steps left. And your Ring doorbell is almost installed. Now they will help you and show you all the steps on how to install it on your actual wall for your offices or your house. For each step in the application, you have a tutorial of multiple steps. In this case, it's a 1 to 6 steps on how to install this device. We're gonna skip it because it's already installed in our case. You can always invite users to use the same device as you. So whether it's your family or friend, you can share this application with them and they will be able to also receive notification through the Ring doorbell application. So now that we're inside the application, let's see what's in there. As you can see, it's really intuitive. You can open the dashboard right here and go into devices. From there, you will have all your Ring devices at the same place. Right now, we only have the Video Doorbell Plus. So let's see what we can do with this. Once you click on there, you have multiple choices. The first one is Ring Alerts. So if you would like to receive alerts every time someone goes in your motion zone, you can either activate or deactivate this section. And same thing with the motion detections, motion alerts, or the motion warning. So this way you can always set up if you want to receive notification with the motion detection zone, the alerts, and the Rings alert. Motion warning in this case is disabled because it's only for wired features. As you can see, when you click on motion warning, it says that it's not yet available for this Ring device. You have the live view option, so when you click on there, you can see directly what's happening in front of your screen. And here you can either put it in full screen, so here you have the one-on-one ratio. You can even zoom in, so you have a better image of what's happening in there. And you can close directly here. And now it's processing on the timeline of what's just happening. I'm gonna close this right there. And then we can go into the event history. In there, you will receive all the events that happen on your Video Doorbell Plus. So right now I just did a live view, so you can see at what time I did this, when there's a person detection, so that the AI-based detection that we talked about earlier. And I just received a notification again. And if there's motion in front of the Doorbell Plus. So we come back. Here you have all the accessories that can work with your Doorbell Plus. So you can have a Ring Chime, the solar charger, and multiple other Ring products that can be associated with your Doorbell Plus. So when they are, you are able to actually click on them. It redirects you directly to Amazon to be able to order the said product. If we go on mode settings, this enables you to create modes that you will put directly on your dashboard to be able to activate them right away. So you can create modes for yourself for specific scenarios if you need. And directly on the application, they even have a small video that explains to you how to create these modes. Now, link devices. So if you're already in the Alexa ecosystem and you have either a Ring Video Doorbell, you maybe have the speaker at home, a tablet, your TV, you can link them all in this section. And that's really a nice feature because having all this ecosystem together, you can maybe put your video doorbell when someone rings directly on your TV. So you're able to see right away without opening your phone what's happening in there. You have the alert snooze. So that's a nice way to put a snooze if you don't want to be disturbed, because again, you have motion zones and maybe you're in a meeting or something, so you don't want to receive this notification during this time. So it will pause the device alert for a certain amount of time. Next up is Link Chimes. Again, it's another product from the Ring, so it helps you linking it directly to your Chime device if you need to. From there, we have the device health, where you have all the information you need for your Video Doorbell Plus, whether it's the battery level, the solar status, your signal with your Wi-Fi, and that's a good one again because it's a security device. You want to make sure that it's well connected to the Wi-Fi at all time, or else it can have a disconnection and you might lose some information in front of the camera. And now onto the motion settings. So we'll do a more in-depth video about the motion settings and how to create zones, whether it's for person detection or even package detection. But we'll create a zone together here and I'll show you how it actually works. So when you click on motion settings, you can edit zone right here. You click on the default zone, you can edit it again. And from there, you just pick the points and create the zone you would like. Normally on a real scenario, you would have your front entry in there and you can actually select a space where people will come. Now the device is on the table, so we're actually looking at the ceiling. It's not the best place to look for your security camera, right? So I will just delete this zone because it's no use right now. And if I create this one, I can actually add another one right away. You can do 2 motion detection zones for any given scenarios. So maybe you have 2 points of entries towards your front door. So having 2 motion detection zones is good for you. Again, we'll go in more depth in another video for this section. Next up is the power settings. In there, it's pretty easy again. It's another kind of summary of how the battery is going for your device. So you have, again, 29%. You can also see what consumes the power from your device. So whether it's the snapshot captures, because every time someone comes into motion, so in front of your device, it will take a snapshot of what's happening in front. This obviously is power hungry. It will take some more batteries from your device. You have the motion frequency. So if we click on there, you can see that you choose the amount of frequency when the video doorbell will take a caption of the said action. In that case, we said regularly, which is medium battery life. So it doesn't take always pictures. That means that if someone comes in front and goes out, it will not take 2 pictures of it necessarily. So it's a good thing to have it set up depending on your needs. And video recorded length. From default, it's always record a 30-second video when there is motion. Again, it's a good thing to be able to review this scenario afterward. So if someone comes, leaves a package, you will have a whole scenario of until they leave directly on your storage. Now we go into the smart responses. That's something we talked about earlier. So the quick replies you can set on your device when either you're on vacation, in the office, or you don't want to open the door. So in the smart responses, you can activate your quick replies with the response time. That means that when someone rings the bell, it will wait, in that case, 10 seconds before the quick replies will come in handy. So if you schedule it, it will automatically send a quick reply, or you can actually use it and trigger it by yourself. Ring did imply some special message. For example, we have the summer quick replies that will tell your visitor that you're at a barbecue right now, so you cannot answer the door. So there's small things here that you can see are already set up for the quick replies. And finally, the device settings. So a lot of things to see in there. For example, if we start with the video settings, you can enable the HDR. You can also here enable the color night vision, which was what we talked about earlier, to be able to capture the colors during the night. You also have the tap camera preview for live view. It's another nice little settings. And again, the video recording length. So that's when you activate for the 30-second recording. On the snapshot capture, it says when it will capture a snapshot between events. Again, here you can either activate or deactivate the snapshots. And here you can see that all the snapshots will go directly on the timeline. So when you go into the event history, you're able to see the set snapshots. Then you have the notification settings. So I rather have the rich notifications, as you can see here, because it gives you directly a picture of what's happening in front of your Video Doorbell Plus. That means that I don't even have to open the application. I receive the notification and I see the picture of the person in front of my door. You then have the privacy settings. So if you want to go more in there, you're able to add privacy zones to hide some things from the picture. Then we have the in-home chime settings. So if you have chimes, you're able to set them up right there with the automatic chime detection. So it will detect if you have one or not. And you also have the advanced settings for your chimes. So here you can choose which sound it will make and maybe some kind of music you would like to add. And finally, the general settings. So here you choose your device name, you choose your location, the volume settings of your device, and well, all the other Ring's partners. From there, that's an overview of all the devices you have in there. You also have the history when you go on the side. And again, it's like the event history. So it's the exact same thing. You have all the events that happens on the timeline. It's always nice to see. And here on the front page, you can go actually again on the timeline and on the live view. I forget to mention this, but you can actually activate the two-way communication from the live view. So you can open up the microphone and talk through your doorbell to your visitor. And now one of the new features is the geofence that you have directly on your dashboard. Geofence means that the motion detection will be deactivated when you come inside a certain zone. So it will recognize your cell phone, so if you have it with you, and it will not send you an alert when you get in or out of your house. So that's something you can set up with every member of your family or anyone you live with. And one of the new features that I actually really love from the Video Doorbell Plus, when you go into new features, is the package alert. So here you have a nice little engaging setting review that appears when you click on it, and it explains to you how this actually works. Again, it's an AI-based motion detections, and it helps you create a zone only for packages. You can create a zone on your device that will actually enable any packages that is being dropped in that zone. You will receive a notification telling you that a package arrives. So not only for person detection, but also package detection. And it's always a nice reminder to know that your package just arrived to your house. And this will be indicated also on your timeline. So you go on your timeline, you can see that there's a person detection here, and maybe a package detection right after. So you know that it was a delivery that just arrived to your place. Now we just arrived in the motion detection for the package. Again, I know there's no package that will end up on the ceiling, but you can see that it's the same idea as the motion zones that we had earlier. So you drag every point there and you create a zone for your package drop. And once this is done, you just save it. And now every time that there will be a package on my ceiling, I will receive a notification. So that's it for this application. As you can see, it's really intuitive, it's easy to use. And that's one of the biggest factors why I like the Ring products. This application, you enroll your product in minutes, and then you can all activate with like 2 clicks away from every feature. Okay guys, now that we've seen the app, how do you actually install this device? So again, claw grip, open it up. And as you can see, it's really simple. So there's no cable, it's a Wi-Fi device, it's battery powered. So from time to time you will have to remove the battery, maybe change it for another one while you charge this one back, so there's no downtime. Other than that, put the screws in the holes right there on your surface and the job is done. Again, I always recommend using the help of a professional security installer, simply because it's a security device. You want it to be perfectly installed, so there's no problem there. Okay guys, final thoughts about the Ring Video Doorbell Plus. Is it for you? Is it not? What did we learn today? Well, honestly, if you have already a Ring ecosystem at your place, which means you're using Alexa, you maybe have the TV, the tablet, the speaker, I think it's a great product because it can create even a bigger ecosystem. And with the help of a security professional, you can add cameras, you can add access control. So it's a great product that you can add into this solution. But keep in mind that most of the features I showcased today, they required a subscription fee. So that might be a deal breaker for you because you have to pay every month for some of these features. So be sure to look at different plans of the Ring model to see which is convenient for you. What do I think about this device? I think it's a great device. I love what they did with it. So it's a step forward towards the right direction with the new field of view. So with the head to toe resolution, we have a nice HD image. And from there, like I said, the bigger, the better. You're able to see the whole scenario there. What I would like to see in the next version of this model is better night color technology, because I think it's very valuable for a Ring doorbell. Thank you guys for watching our video. We're Pipl Systems, a YouTube channel dedicated to professionals in the security industry. If you're a manufacturer and you would like us to review one of your product, or maybe do an how-to video on how your product works, we'd gladly appreciate it if you send us maybe an email or a comment below where we can review your product and see how it works for every customer you may have. Again, thank you for watching, like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.